evening. Oh, I'm giving y'all Android energy. Hold on. Good afternoon, Smiles Tribe. Let me wipe my camera off because I feel like I'm giving y'all Android energy already. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Y'all, it takes me so much to sit down and do this live stream. I don't know how you can be late and I'm doing this from home, but it's like those of us who do YouTube, y'all understand, like, it be so much be going on. And I don't know if maybe I underestimate my time getting up here, but I be thinking like, oh, I'm gonna just go in there and sit down and start doing a video. But child, it'd be a lot. Child, it'd be a lot going on. But we here. Praise God, we here. We done made it to the live stream. So thank y'all so much for joining. Now look, don't y'all laugh because last night we was on to something last night. Last night we was on. You might want to grab your notepad tonight. Yeah. Last night we was on to something, Tracy, again. I had on my hat. And so y'all was laughing because the microphone was up there. And so I was like, I don't want to wear a hat and smush my twist out. So I got me a headband. And so look, this is what I'm thinking. I'm about to give y'all my earring fell off. I'm about to give y'all Tyler Perry vibes, okay? Oh, my little earring fell off. My little polka dot. Let me put my earring back on. All right, let me find another earring back over here. A little jewelry box is right here. Okay, I'm gonna get this earring back. But yeah, I'm about to set up my mic. It's like I got a choke on. Do people still wear chokers? Do people still wear chokers? I don't know. Okay. So I put C19 hair loss, but y'all know what I mean. COVID. Go ahead. You know, I didn't want to put the whole thing in the title because they might flag my video. So that's why I put C19. But y'all know what I'm talking about. We talking about COVID hair loss. And then while we're on the topic, we're gonna go ahead and talk about alopecia too, because y'all know my content is brought to you by my clients. Now I had to tap that heat tonight. Now I had to go ahead and tap that. Okay, so let's see if we can do a mic. Okay, okay. Y'all don't laugh. Don't laugh. And I know Q Scott gonna say something when she come up in here, but Q Scott, mind your business. Y'all, okay, Trace again. Tyler Perry vibes. Okay. I am really giving y'all Tyler Perry. Is it on? Okay, it's on. I'm giving y'all Tyler Perry vibes. I want to have it where it's facing down, but let me not mess with it. He said, put the mic on the side and let the twist out cover it. Okay, Tracy Ann. Okay. Now, Tracy Ann, I'm going to listen to you again tonight, even though you did me wrong last night. Okay, everybody calm down. Don't nobody panic. Everybody calm down. Okay, Tracy Ann, how that look? Now I'm saying it like it's just me and you in the room, but I know it's gonna be other people that's gonna join. But Lisa, we see the replay. Now, if Q Scott come in here and tell all my business, we know it's not discreet. What you think, Tracy Ann? What you think? What you think? Are we giving discreet? Can you still hear me? Are we giving discreet or no? I just cracked my little self up, don't I? I cracked my little self up. I know the chat is at a delay. Let me take a sip of my tea. Oh, it's hot. Okay. I know I could hear better, so I had to overlook some things. I can't see it tonight. Okay. All right, that's good. You know what? I feel like I need to close this door. Let me close this door, okay? Hold on. Oh, Lisa, you had to slam the door like that? Good God, girl. Let me close the other door right here. Let me close these doors. Keep this heat in, child. It is cold to me. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Commercial break. Okay, we back. See, I had my microphone up here so y'all can hear me. Okay, now Q Scott come here and tell my business tonight. We already know what it is. Let's see who noticed it, Tracy Ann. Let's see who noticed it. Okay, so thank y'all. Now, y'all, that was a long intro. Whoever watching the replay, I know it was a whole lot of unnecessary, but we here. Okay, so I want to thank y'all for joining another. Oh, let me look in the camera. I want to thank y'all for joining another night of this live stream. Tonight we're going to be talking about COVID-19, hair loss, and alopecia. So make sure you share this video with somebody and tell somebody else to tune in on tonight. And if you watch me for the first time and you wonder who I am, my name is Lisa Smilez, and I am a natural hair care professional in Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, so yeah, and here on my channel we get that word up in you, and we also get your natural hair together. All right, so I pretty much done greeted Tracy Ann, but let me properly greet her. Sister Tracy Ann, Sister Head Usher, moderator is in the chat, helping me get my mic situation together. I appreciate you, Tracy Ann. And she said, welcome to the Smile Shop and grab your notepad. That's right, be creative and give people volume. Oh, Tracy Ann said, I really thought C19 was a form of hair loss that I didn't know about. Well, C19 could be a form of hair loss that people might not know about. People might not know about. And so I was doing a little bit of research before I got up here too, to talk about the C19, the COVID-19 hair loss. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, let's get into it about the C19 hair loss. Now, that is a thing. If you now everybody is different, okay? Everybody is different. I contracted COVID, at the end of last year, going into the beginning of this year. But God, He is a healer, and my body was healed. Now, personally, I didn't experience a whole lot of hair loss, and it really varies on the person. Some people get the 19 and they don't experience no hair loss, but I have seen, and I'm seeing it more and more now, that people who have gotten it or had it before, they have experienced hair loss. And this is normal. Not saying it's going to happen to everybody, because this virus affects everybody differently. Some people's symptoms are more milder. Some people's symptoms are like really really bad. So y'all know this virus affects each of our bodies differently. And so the same thing goes with our hair. Some people, it really took out their hair, and there's a lot of factors that goes into that. But the good news is, if you have been dealing with, if you had that 19 and you experience some hair loss, the good thing is it's only temporary. It's only temporary. That's the good news, that it's not something that's going to last forever. So we have to think about, just in general on my channel. I know I got some new people who've been following me, but in the past I had talked about hair loss, and I talked about, what causes alopecia, and we went on about how the hair loss gene comes from your mother's side of the family. They have to pass down the hair loss gene in order for you to see balding or whatever in your hair. So the the COVID-19 hair loss is temporary. Now, sometimes you can make that hair loss a little bit more permanent depending on how you wear your hair. So we're going to talk about this hair loss and talk about some things that you can do as far as keeping your hair healthy if you're currently going through this, or maybe you went through this. Hopefully your hair is back to normal now. If it's not back to normal, that could be another sign of what's going on. A lot of times, like when we experience a hair loss, is more so an internal issue. Something's going on in our body. So on my channel, even I said before, we talked about the scalp. What is your scalp telling you? So your scalp is either telling you that you are dehydrated, or maybe you producing too much oil. And our hair in general tells us a lot about what's going on in our body. So if we're sick, it's normal to, experience hair loss. Think about people who may have been diagnosed with cancer. I even talk about how even your hormones can affect your hair loss. So when I first heard about it, I was kind of shocked. But when I really think about the history of hair loss and how things work, it's really kind of not shocking. I guess people just wasn't expecting it. But we have to think like this virus this came and it took a toll on everybody. Okay, it took a toll on everybody. So the fact that some people were experiencing hair loss makes sense. I know some people, you gotta think about it. If you got diagnosed with that 19, I know me, I didn't really have an appetite. Like I really didn't have an appetite. Like I still could taste things, but I did not have an appetite. So if you was one of those ones that you contracted the 19, maybe you didn't have an appetite and maybe you wasn't eating like that. And that was me. I was not eating like that. And so when your body is malnourished and you're not getting the nutrients and vitamins and stuff you need in your body, you know, it affects your hair. It's going to affect your growth. So your body is like, oh, we're not getting what we need. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to shed, let this hair go. So I see we got Queen Heart in the building. Thank you so much for joining. True, thank God it only made my hair super dry. Yeah, also it makes your hair super dry. So yeah, it affects everybody differently. It affects everybody differently. Hey Vernell, she said stop by and say hi Lisa in the chat. Can't stay tonight. No problem, Vernell. Thank you for coming in and putting that comment. And I forgot to ask my mama about that question about you being related to us. We probably cousins. You probably could. Queen Heart said, oddly enough, it took a toll on my gums. Babe, it was a struggle to even brush my teeth for the first 2 days. Wow, I've never heard of that one now. See, y'all see, even Queen Heart put in the chat, her symptoms were different. And I haven't heard that about the gums. I have not heard that about the gums because that didn't happen with me. But everybody body reacts differently when we're sick, when we're not feeling good. So going back to what I was saying about being malnourished and not having an appetite. And I know some people they lost taste and smell. So when they lost taste and smell, there was like, some people just ain't want to eat because they were like, what's the point of eating like that if I can't really taste and smell? They probably was eating, but probably wasn't eating as much as they needed to eat and probably wasn't eating the healthiest. And so we have to really think about that. Like that's going to affect our body. Same thing, like I said, when cancer patients are diagnosed, they lose hair because they're going through chemo and all these other kind of things going in their body. So that hair is their first thing to go. Um, Even when it comes to after childbirth, when you after you deliver a baby, a lot of people experience hair loss because their hormones are changing. And so we talked about the hair growth cycle and how our hair goes through different growth cycles. And I said on that video, our hair is never all in the same cycle at one time. So our hair goes through three different cycles. It's the resting, the growing, and I think the transitional stage. So our hair is not always in all of our hair is not always in the resting stage. If it is, we would be bald, which sometimes that happen with baby. And the only exception to the rule is sometimes babies and sometimes after women have a baby. A lot of times their hair are all in one cycle at one time. So for example, like you might get up today, you might pull your hair and you might notice your a piece of hair shedded. That means it was time for that hair to come out. And this other parts of your hair is in maybe a growing stage. It's not like all your hair. Look, I'm looking at my hair now. Do y'all know this song? It's not like all your hair is in the same cycle at one time. And except for the exception of babies. Sometimes y'all babies might come out with a head full of hair and then they go bald. Or it might be on the opposite. It'd be like my sister. My sister came out bald headed, but then my sister got some hair. Okay. So that's the exception with babies. But once the babies grow up, I want to say it kind of, I'm trying to remember my nieces and nephews. I want to say like by year one, it's like their hair kind of like get themselves together. And it makes sense because even with pregnant women, they can experience hair loss all the way up until their baby is one, sometimes two, depending on the person and what they got going on. Sometimes it could be 2 years before their hair really, really fully come back in. So taking that into consideration, that's really, really big. So if you're sick, also a change of diet, and that goes back to the C19. So when you got that 19, you probably not eating the way you was eating before, so your diet have changed. Even in general, let's just say you going on you a keto plan, or you switching up how much protein you having, or you having like maybe a drastic diet change, you're going to see that in your hair. You are definitely going to see that in your hair. So think about all those things when it comes to like hair loss. Another thing that can affect your hair loss, I think we talk about being sick. Oh yeah, the medications. So we talked about, now y'all. I'm just talking off my dome. I ain't got no PowerPoint. I ain't got no notes. So y'all just, normally I say number one, number two. I'm just talking off the dome. Okay, so I know it's all over the place, but just take the notes and get the lesson and rewatch it if you have to. So we talked about the C19 and how that affects your body, your diet, how your diet can affect your hair loss. We talked about pregnant women. Oh, and then I touched bases a little bit about cancer, and so that leads me into I know with cancer patients they get chemo, but that also leads me into medications, how that can affect your hair, and how that can also lead to hair loss, or maybe it's slowing down your growth. So I've seen this with clients that might be on thyroid medications, blood pressure, blood thinners, all of that. You got to think, when I talk about hair growth, and I talk about, a lot of times I say, oh, the rosemary stimulating spray help promote hair growth. So what the rosemary stimulating spray do? It get that blood flowing. Okay, it get that blood flowing so it can activate those hair follicles in your scalp so your scalp can grow. Now, if you on different kind of medicines, you gotta remember it's going in your blood flow. Okay, so that probably might affect, maybe your hair might be thinning out, maybe you're not getting as much blood in the area. Maybe the blood is thinning, or it's so many different variables. So that could be causing maybe hair thinning or the hair loss. Okay. All right. Tracy Ann said, thanks, Renelle, for stopping by. Tracy Ann said, that makes sense. If you aren't feeding your body right, the last place it's going to give nutrients to is his hair. Yeah. The body like won't care about that, won't care about the hair. Take that hair out. The body like, oh no, you need nutrients somewhere else. Won't care about no hair. Take it out. Take it out. So that's why also when it comes to healthy hair, hold on. That's why also when it comes to healthy hair, I tell y'all how I start from the inside out. So we have to be drinking our water and also have a good balanced diet, making sure if you're a woman taking your women's multivitamin, if you're a man taking your vitamins, or whatever you have it. Even sometimes with pregnant women, even after they deliver a baby, I've heard now it's still good to take the prenatal vitamins. So we need all those kind of nutrients for our body, and you might even experience it in your nails, like with the nails thinning and stuff like that. All of that is connected. So we have to make sure we're nourishing our bodies with the right things, and how the medications can affect and cause hair loss. So here's another thing I want to say. Like, if you are somebody who you are experiencing hair loss, maybe I put these in tips. Tracy Ann, go ahead and put number one. Queen Heart, go ahead and put number one. I got to give y'all bullet points. It wouldn't be like that now. I'm gonna make these up off the top of my head. So number one, the first thing I'm gonna say, if you are dealing with hair loss, whether it's C19 or whether it's maybe hormonal alopecia, the first thing you want to do is you need to make a commitment that even though you're experiencing hair loss, that you really keep up with a healthy hair routine, a healthy hair care regimen. Okay, this is not the time to be slacking and be like, oh, I don't feel like tying my hair. No, you number one, you need to be committed to having a healthy hair care routine. Okay, and that means y'all already know what I'm about to say. You gotta go see a professional. You got to go see a professional. Okay, so be committed to a healthy hair care routine. Now, what does that look like? And that's going to be determined when you go see your professional. When you go to a professional, okay, she's going to help determine your routine and how often you should be shampooing it and getting your treatments, how often you should be getting your trims and stuff you need to stay away from and stuff you need to do and don't do. That's going to be the number one thing you have to do. You have to be committed to a healthy hair care routine. You cannot slack, especially if you'd have had the C19, you know what I'm saying, COVID 19, be committed to a healthy hair care routine because here's the thing, the C19 hair loss is temporary. Okay, it don't have to be a permanent decision, but you could make it a permanent decision if you're not taking care of your hair. If you're not taking care of your hair, you can just make it worse. But if you notice that this is going on, don't stress out about it. Just be committed to keeping your hair healthy because yes, you're going to experience some shedding and some hair loss, but keeping your hair healthy is so important. And I always advise, especially those mothers, like I have clients who either just had babies or about to have babies. I really stress to them, like, make sure you're keeping your hair as healthy as possible during your pregnancy. And yes, a lot of pregnant women, their hair is growing and flowing, like it's looking good. And I'm like, yeah, you better take care of it because when you had this baby, it's gonna fall out. So you don't want to start off with your hair already thin and while you got the baby. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep it healthy, keep it strong because it's gonna come out when you had that baby, and that's okay. But if you already, to me, the way I see it is always start off with a strong foundation. Always start off strong. Okay, so when you had a baby and you start to lose the hair, is your hair is not in the bad in so much of a bad shape. Not saying that it's gonna be terrible, but you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, y'all? So to me, be committed to having a healthy hair care routine, okay? Queen Heart said, don't give up hope along the way. Sometimes that's so easy. Yeah, it is. It is easy. Tracy Ann said, no long straw. No, Tracy Ann, no long straw. I'm trying to drink some tea so I won't keep tapping my thermostat. So I'm drinking some hot tea. Let's see what the words say tonight. Let's see what the words say. Let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment to all. That cheers. That's good. That's really, really good. Let your thoughts. Let's read it one more time. Let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment for all. So, it didn't say let your words, it said let your thoughts. Because let's think about this. Okay, let's commercial break. Hold on. Shameless plug, because y'all know we're gonna get the word finished. I'm gonna turn inspiration out of something, out of everything. It said let your thoughts give hope, not let your words. Now the reason why I said it like that, because what the scripture say, the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. So if your thoughts ain't right, if your heart ain't right, you ain't gonna be able to give hope, guidance, and upliftment. And that's a word. If your thoughts are not good, you can't give hope, guidance, and upliftment. So we gotta check our heart. We gotta check our thoughts. We gotta think about what we're thinking about to make sure, is what I'm thinking about gonna give this next person hope? If what I'm thinking about gonna uplift this person or down this person? If what I'm thinking about gonna give this person guidance? So that was good. Okay, we got the word up in us. All right, we back. Y'all put number 2 in the chat. Put number 2 in the chat. You right, Tracy, and keep that was good. Keep your thoughts on Jesus. Who you telling? You better stay at the throne. You better stay at the throne. Yes. Sister Queen Heart said, sister, that message is timely. It sure is, Queen Heart. Queen Heart, how you say it? Thoughts. You gotta check out thoughts. I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm sleepy. I ain't gonna be up here long. I'm sleepy. Lily's is sleepy. I ain't getting no rest last night. This is my second time going live. But you know what? I'm gonna serve the Lord. What Coach Sheena say? I'm doing the work of the Lord, so I'm not gonna keep here and talk about how tired I am. I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna serve and give people these tips. Okay. All right. So number two, if you are dealing with hair loss or hair thinning, um, the second thing you want to do is you want to avoid wearing tight styles. You want to avoid wearing styles with a lot of tension. Okay, we want to stay away from that. Stay away from that. So many times I see people that's dealing with like hair loss, and maybe their hair loss could be related to something else. Maybe it's not from traction alopecia, but you don't want to put more stress on your hair because if your hair is already falling out and already thin and shedding real bad, you ain't gonna do nothing but make your situation worse by putting in styles with a lot of tension, like a lot of tight braids, a lot of tight twists. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to stay away from those styles because you're gonna make it worse. And we want to do everything we can to keep the hair that we do have on our head. And it goes back to number one, being committed to a healthy hair care routine. Wearing tight styles with all this tension, that's not part of a healthy hair care routine. You shouldn't be wearing tight styles anyway. And especially no tension hairstyles around the place where you have hair loss. So if your hair loss is maybe in the back, avoid doing styles where it's pulling and tugging in the back. If your hair loss is in the front on your edges, avoid styles as pulling and tugging on your edges. You need that space, whatever your hair loss is at, to be free and clear so you can give yourself scalp massages so you can really monitor it and just let it breathe and just let it do what it do. Avoid the tight hairstyles, low manipulative hairstyles. And if you want to know some examples, here's an example of something that's no tension. Twist. Two strand twist is a really, really good, low maintenance, not a lot of tension on your hair. Even wearing a silk press, it's the perfect time to wear a silk press because it's cooling off. Even a silk press, because you can get it straightened out. It's not gonna be no tension on your hair. You can just have it down. You can wrap it at night. Look, do your little pin curls, but make sure you're not sticking your hair with the pins on your hair loss wherever you experience a hair loss. Okay, so that was number two. Avoid wearing the tight hairstyles with a lot of tension. Thank you for posting that, Tracy. And Queen Heart said same here in zombie mode cooking. Ooh, girl, you cooking late. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Twist blowouts. What's another one? Um, Twist blowouts. Flat twist. Flat twist. Don't. It's not a lot of tension. Long as the person doing it is not pulling it too tight. Long as the person pulling it is not pulling it too tight. I would kind of you can do styles with hair added, like you can do the flat twist with hair added, but again, make sure it's not too tight. I would say stay away from the cornrows and the braids and all that if you can. Stay away from that for a little while if you can until your hair gets stronger. Okay. Number three, the third thing I'm going to say if you're dealing with hair loss and shedding is get your protein treatment. Okay. Get you y'all see my eyes closing. Get your protein treatment. Number three, get your protein treatment. Now this is key because if you already deal with a lot of shedding and hair loss or thinning, what that protein gonna do is gonna give your hair a lot more strength. It's gonna give your hair some strength, okay? And protein treatments also help reduce the shedding, help minimize it. I'm not saying it's gonna stop the shedding altogether because it's depending on the person, but it will reduce the amount of shedding that you're seeing. So it's going to make your hair stronger. So we don't have to worry about it shedding as much and breaking off as much. It's going to help protect the hair that you already have on your head. So whatever hair you do have on your head, you want to keep that protected and make sure it's not falling out. So I would advise you get a protein treatment. Now, normally, depending on how severe your situation is, normally rule of thumb for the protein treatment is about 6 to 8. If you more so on a drastic side, you might need a protein treatment. I say about once a month. It just depends on how drastic it is. It depends on how drastic it is. So that's number 3. All right, Queen Heart said, I need that reminder. Lord knows I love me a pullback pony and bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. Hey, I have to chill. Yeah. Oh, and that was another one. I'm glad you said that, Queen Heart. Along with number 2, another style that can have a lot of attention is those ponytails, those tight ponytails, those tight ponytails. You have to stay away. You have to avoid wearing those tight ponytails. And we even talked about like the ponytail holders, how your hair can get caught up in that. So stay away from that. I like a girl with extensions in the air, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. Tracy, and I thought you were saved. Tracy Ann put the whole lyrics. LL Cool J had some nasty songs too, and I was over there singing them. Oh gosh, I was over here singing them. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all 5. Put number 4 in the chat. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna give y'all 5. Put number 4 in the chat. Put number 4. So the 4th thing I would suggest you do if you're dealing with hair loss, we talk about committed. What was number 1? Committed to healthy hair care routine. 2 was avoid wearing hairstyles. 3 was protein. Number 4, the 4th thing I would say if you're dealing with hair loss is to make sure you have a healthy and balanced diet, which includes taking vitamins. That's number 4. Number 4 is healthy diet and vitamins. This is key because if you're dealing with hair loss, hey Angie, thank you so much for joining. If you are dealing with hair loss, you need to make sure that you are really nourishing your body with the right nutrients. So you need to be increasing your veggies, your protein, whatever you have it, whatever kind of multivitamin, what is it, the biotin. Seek your physician now, because I ain't y'all doctor, but your doctor will recommend a good multivitamin for you. But she'll give you some vitamin, get on some good vitamins and have a healthy diet, because it goes back to what we talked about at the beginning of this chat, which was when you're sick, you're probably not getting the right nutrients that you need. But we want to make sure that if you're dealing with any kind of alopecia or any kind of hair loss, it's always good to keep a good, clean, and healthy diet, because that works in your benefit overall. It's even gonna help you feel better. It's gonna help you feel better too. Okay, so make sure, and I'll say this is in what for too, your water, because y'all know I gotta say water, 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 water. Make sure your water's up to par. You have a healthy, balanced diet, and you're taking your vitamins. That's number 4. If you're dealing with hair loss, that is so key. It's so many times I've heard people and they're dealing with hair loss and they're just not serious about their diet. You have to be committed. Just like you committed to a healthy hair care routine, you have to be committed to really making sure your diet is really, really good. Okay. Stay away from the fried foods if you can. I know it's hard. Put it in the air fryer. That's what I do. Put it in the air fryer. Put it in the air fryer. Okay. Hey, Angie in real life. Angie in real life. Yo, dope dealer. Purpose pusher. 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 Okay. Tracy Ann said, "That's my flesh. Sorry. It's okay, Tracy Ann. I ain't judging you. But Tracy Ann. Tracy Ann, you from California. Tracy Ann, yeah, you from Cali. You from Cali. You from Cali. You from Cali, Tracy Ann, because I used to be singing that. And they're like, the doing it and doing it, doing it. Wow. They're like, what? You didn't even stop singing that. You know they're talking about what they mean by doing it. Ma like playing with the baby dolls. They be doing. I'm thinking like, you know how you got your little baby dolls. Like, yeah, doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow. And then what you singing? You don't even know what they're singing. I said, yeah, ma, the baby dolls. You know how you have your little baby dolls? Girl, your little fast tail. And she was raised out Brooklyn, Queen Heart. She was raised out Brooklyn. What they say? I can't remember. But we say we ain't got time to remember those lyrics. I'll sing that when I get my husband. Okay. Tracy Ann had put number 4, have a healthy, balanced diet and vitamin regimen. Thank you, Tracy Ann. 4A, drink your water. Thank you for putting that 4A, Tracy Ann. I think she said hope pusher. What I say, purpose pusher, dope dealer. Now she no dope dealer. She no she no dope dealer. She no dope dealer. Okay, put number 5. Y'all see, clearly I'm tired. Clearly I am sleepy. We're gonna just pray right now, Father God, that we're gonna rest in the Lord tonight. We're gonna rest. If y'all missed my live stream this morning, go back and watch it. I had to go back and watch it for myself because I had really forgot what all I had said. I had a dream last night. I had a dream. No, the live stream, if I do say so myself, it was really, really good. It was really good. Um just a little inspiration, and it really blessed me. So y'all go back and watch it. All right, number 5. This the fifth thing, y'all. This the fifth thing. This the fifth thing. You know what, Tracy Ann? Ain't nobody said nothing about the what you call it. Tracy Ann, Tracy Ann, you know what I'm talking about, right? Ain't nobody said nothing. Maybe because Q Scott ain't in here yet. Maybe she'll watch it later. Okay, y'all put number 5. Queen Heart over there kikiing. Okay. The fifth thing I would say, if you are dealing with hair loss in that C19, which C19 is pretty much temporary, but we'll just talk about hair loss and the different types of alopecia. If you are, the fifth thing you need to do is go see a trichologist. You right, Tracy Ann. You right. The fifth thing you need to do is go see a trichologist. So, okay, so the fifth thing was a trichologist. Now, y'all might ask, what is a trichologist? So a trichologist is somebody who study the scalp diseases and anything abnormal going to your scalp. I want to say they study something else too, but from my understanding, the study of diseases or problems related to the hair and scalp, as well as their treatments. Okay, so that's what a trichologist do. I would say go see one because they are trained in an area of hair loss, and they can probably give you more insight on and make it personable for your situation. Okay, for your situation, I say you need both. You need to find you a good hairstylist that's focus is on healthy hair care, aka let me go ahead and plug myself, Lisa Smilez, and go get your trichologist. Now, there is a trichologist in the building where I work at. Her name is CC. I'll post her information below. I have referred a couple of my clients to her. And so far so good. But even if you're not in the area, make sure you find you a trichologist that can give you more insight on your hair loss situation. They'll probably have some things they can recommend for you that's going to help you and get you on a treatment plan, okay? Especially if it's severe. especially if your hair loss is severe. And this is the bonus I was gonna say. This is like a bonus. If you are somebody that's dealing with hair loss, don't keep waiting. Don't keep putting it off. Like, oh, I'll find a trichologist next month. Oh, I'll get it together. Don't keep putting it off because early prevention is so much better. Okay, don't keep pushing up on the rug like I know you might be kind of down about your hair loss or whatever it is. Don't keep waiting and making it worse because you sitting there not doing nothing, not being committed to any of these tips I said, is probably gonna make the situation worse. So the best thing to do is to take action as soon as you notice it. Okay, take action as soon as you notice it. All right. All right. Angie said, yes, yes, yes. I'm dozing off. I fell asleep last night while watching you. Oh, you did, Angie. Ain't that so sweet? I was live. Oh yeah, I was. I was live last night cutting up. But yeah, you gotta go watch the one from this morning, Angie. When you get a minute. Queen Heart said, "Will do. I have so much to catch up on. Haven't been on YouTube past few days. That's okay. That is okay. Cause honey, it might be a night I might not go live, so y'all can catch up anytime. All right." Tracy Ann said number 5 was go see a trichologist. Thank you, Tracy Ann. Queen Heart said crazy. I never heard of that. You never heard of a trichologist before, Queen Heart. But yeah, Tracy Ann said, according to Google, a trichologist is a specialist who focuses on trichology, the study of disease or problems related to the hair and scalp, as well as their treatments. Thank you for that formal definition, Tracy Ann. So there y'all go. Y'all have the formal definition of a trichologist. And that's not my lane. That ain't my lane. So that's why I refer you to a trichologist. But with these basic tips, your trichologist gonna probably tell you some of these same things, but they're probably gonna have something that's probably more unique to your situation, to what you need to be doing. But I will say, if you follow these 5 tips that I gave you, these are kind of like basic ones just to kind of help you if you are noticing that you are dealing with hair loss, but you don't stop here with just these 5 tips. You go see our professional. I love to say that professional. You don't stop here. You go see a professional. Okay? You go see a professional that has studied hair loss in the scalp. Okay? All right. So that's all we have for y'all tonight. That's all we have for y'all tonight. I want to thank the moderator, Sister Tracy Ann, for coming up in here serving and always being faithful to the channel. We're going to go ahead and shout out Acacia because Acacia came up here, was up here earlier this morning with me serving on the channel. So we appreciate you, Acacia. And we want to thank everybody in the chat, Queen Heart, Angie in real life. We want to thank Vernell for popping through. And I want to thank all the other probably 2 or 3 people that's watching this, probably not commenting, maybe you busy. But thank you for watching this video tonight. And thank you for everybody that's going to watch and replay. And thank y'all for sharing this video. And look, if you share the video and you made it to this point of the video, your friends sent it to you, look, I appreciate you for watching this video. Okay, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video your friends sent you. And thank you so much for subscribing. Now, I know you ain't hit the subscribe button yet, but it just hit you like, oh, I ain't subscribed to the girl channel. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and thank you in advance. I'm gonna go ahead and thank you in advance. I'm gonna go ahead and thank y'all in advance for liking this video. Okay, I really do appreciate y'all. So, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and head on out. Okay, and I will see y'all on another live stream. Okay, bye. No song tonight. No song tonight. Hey, little Lisa. You do it, Lisa. Hey, little Lisa. Bye.